Hey guys, welcome back to AmSamFam. We are so glad you guys are back with us again today.
So today we have a pretty awesome video where we want to talk about something we talked about a year or so ago, but give an update on what it has been like here in the territory of American Samoa during this coronavirus global pandemic. And I'll tell you what, spoiler alert, there is still no coronavirus here. There has never been a single case here in American Samoa. We are like this little bubble of coronavirus-free paradise in a crazy, insane world right now, and we're so happy to be here because of that. But before we get too far into that, we actually have a couple of announcements
that we're so excited about. Our first piece of really exciting big news is that we have merch available. Yes! We've got our AmSamFam brand that you can wear. So Nate's sporting our hat, and I've got this great new tank top with our logo and everything on it. And we've got a couple more things over on the website. You can find all of it over at AmSamFam.com. We've got this tank top in some different colors, this hat in some different colors, another hat that's more like the flat bill, and then we've got some t-shirts and some really fun AmSamFam stickers that you can stick wherever you want to stick a sticker.
Either for a laptop, the back of your car, let everybody know that you're an AmSamFam fan, or AmSamFan.
Okay.
Now, if you are one of our very exclusive special club members, aka one of our patrons, we actually have a whole set of special, unique merch just for you guys.
And I just got a notification that some of you should be getting your merch any day now. It's been sent out. So depending on which tier you chose for your monthly pledge, there's different merch for the different tiers. We've got t-shirts and mugs and also some stickers. So if you like to be part of the cool group and you like to have like the cool exclusive merch, you can only find that over on the Patreon page, which you can find that link down below as well.
I'd say the extra cool group, because all of our viewers are already in the cool group.
That's true. Whether you buy our merch or not, if you're watching this, you are already in the cool group. One last announcement. Ever since my guidebook to American Samoa, called Explore American Samoa, came out, Nate's been getting on me to do this. So you go ahead and announce this one.
If nobody has been able to tell from our videos, I like Apple. I do the Apple thing. I'm kind of those Apple guys, and I told Melinda I will buy your ebook when it is on Apple Books. She's been working and figuring out the whole thing, and we got Explore American Samoa officially published on Apple Books.
Woo!
Also a link down in the description, but go check it out and grab a copy so you can have it on your iPad, your iPhone, your MacBook, and you can take it with you on the go even easier.
So you can also find it on Amazon. Don't worry, it's still there. You can buy the paperback and ebook on Amazon, and you can find the ebook over on Apple Books now too. And this isn't an announcement so much, but a big, huge request. Any of you who have bought Explore American Samoa, whether the paperback or the ebook on Amazon, or now if you go and get it over at Apple Books, we are coming to you today to ask if you would take just like 5 minutes or less and leave us a review. You know what it's like when you're looking online to get a book or to get clothes or whatever you're looking for, and there are no reviews. You're kind of like, I don't know, is this really legit? And when there are reviews, you can go through and read and see what other people have said. And so if you have bought the book, if you would go onto Amazon and leave us a review, we will love to see it, and it will help sell more of our Explore American Samoa books and get the word out to even more people. Like Nate said at the beginning, there's nothing but good news coming from American Samoa when it comes to the discussion of COVID-19. We have never once had a case here on the islands. Not here on Tutuila or any of the other islands that make up American Samoa. And hopefully it'll stay that way.
It's so crazy. It's like we're this little COVID-free paradise in a little bubble while the rest of the world's going through this turmoil, and we couldn't be happier to be here. Sorry that if you're not here, I'm really sorry to, be so happy about this. If you've experienced loss from COVID-19 or if it's been rough for you, we don't mean to, try to bring you down in any way, but we just want to share our lives here in American Samoa, and this is really a highlight of living here right now. Now, it wasn't always quite as nice and comfortable as it was right now, and in fact, we covered this last year. Check out the video that we did then to give yourself kind of a primer on what life was like initially, in the initial months there. And just a summary, it was a little bit crazy and wild at first, especially because while the rest of the world was coming into COVID-19 and all that crazy mess, we were experiencing a pretty severe measles outbreak, and we were just kind of coming off of that. And so we went from one outbreak thing to another almost seamlessly. And the measles one probably made us overreact a little bit here in the territory. We were already worried about that and saw the crazy stuff that happened from that. And there were children dying over in Samoa. So we went into the pandemic already being extremely cautious.
And so they closed down all the schools, they shut down a lot of the government buildings like the library, the national park, and they put a lot of restrictions on things like business hours and hours that taxis could run and the eyeing of buses and I don't know, a lot of things.
Major restrictions on size of group gatherings.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people on the island didn't go to church for a few months, which doesn't sound that surprising to most of you people, the rest of the world that have maybe not been to church for a year and a half, but it was a big deal here where religion is such a big part of life to not go to church for a few months. And we really buckled down and we were really extra cautious and extra careful here like everybody else was for a few months. And all of the closures and stuff that have since been lifted, a big caveat to that is we still have not opened up just regular commercial flights, so anybody can come here if they want to. There have been some repatriation flights.
Welcome home!
There have been some mail flights, some medical flights, people getting off the island to go where they need to. But for the last year and a half, we've all kind of sort of been prisoners here in American Samoa, which is, poor us. We're prisoners in paradise. We love it.
In the COVID-free paradise.
Yeah. The nice thing is, while we're prisoners here, we're prisoners in a place that has essentially lifted all restrictions. There's no coronavirus, no Delta variant, there's nothing like that here. And we have been living life pretty much as normal for the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, it really hasn't limited us like going and taking our adventures. They never shut down like trails or beaches or anything.
So then what is it like on the ground right now here in American Samoa in our little coronavirus-free bubble? Like we said earlier, life is pretty much back to normal. I mean, we can go to restaurants, we go to the movie theater, library. I guess that's a good point is we're not wearing masks anymore with the exception of a couple of places like the library.
The hospital, the post office.
Yeah, a few places like that. In general, nobody's giving you a dirty look if you walk down the street without a mask. And for good reason, it's not something you worry about here.
It's not necessary.
Now this will blow your minds. We're still hugging. Not just us.
Not just us.
we'll hug like friends and family in public.
In greeting and
like the little cheek kiss.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
I know. I bet like 10,000 people just cringed right now because it's
Did
like
you just
not
go
done
grab your
anymore.
hand sanitizer just because you felt dirty?
Or do you feel really jealous because you wish you can go back to doing that without freaking out?
I'm sorry.
Maybe you should book a plane to American Samoa.
Speaking of which,
But you can't, sorry.
I know people keep asking us when the borders are going to be opening, and the word is that it's coming. Last I heard is that there is supposed to be a flight in September, I think September 15th. There was also supposed to be a flight, like a regular commercial flight at the end of August, but they pushed that back to September. So there's no telling if it'll actually happen, but we told you we would let you know when we knew. And so that is the latest report, is that there is supposed to be a commercial flight in September.
And the fact that there's going to be a flight pretty soon is important when you're here, because most people are really excited for the borders to open again. It means we can get people coming back in, family, friends, tourists can come in, the flow of commodities and trade kind of picks up again. People are excited for the borders to open, and the fact that there's supposed to be a commercial flight pretty soon is important because that only was going to be allowed to happen if we got vaccination rates up. So we, like most of the rest of the world, have been in vaccination mode for the last few months, and it's been kind of predictably like everywhere else in the world. We are working really hard to get up to a level of about 80% of the population, which is going to make most people here comfortable enough to open up flights and to start really getting life fully back to normal again. And we're most of the way there. We're over 50%, and I think that the last 30% or so is going to be the hardest to get, but we're mostly there. Melinda, myself, and Hadley, we're all fully vaccinated, and I know that there's some people out there that that you have issue with that. We respect your opinion. For us, it was important to do this because we need to get our borders open, and we want to make sure that you can come visit us here in American Samoa.
Well, and also it's been a long time that we've been on the island, and so one of these days we would like to take trips again. We'd like to go back to the States and visit friends and family, and we've got more places. We just bought a sailboat that we want to start sailing around the Pacific, and to be able to do that a little more easily, at least, we've got to have that card that says that we're immunized, and so it's a choice that we made, and you get your opinion, we get ours. Thank you. And speaking of the vaccinations, the local government here has been doing a lot to promote the vaccinations, and they're kind of doing a big end of summer blowout, like, let's try to get everybody vaccinated who hasn't been yet. And so this past weekend they just did a great big Protect as One celebration where they just had information for everybody about the vaccinations, and they had vaccinations available there on site. And they also just had some like farmers market type stuff and just fun things for the family to get everybody out, and encouraging people who haven't been vaccinated yet to go ahead and do their part to help get us up to that 80%.
So guys, that's an update about what's happening here in American Samoa and how we are living our lives through this crazy coronavirus global pandemic.
Let us know how it's been for you, if things are still shut down where you are, or if things are looking up for you guys. Let us know if you are waiting to hear about our borders opening up, and we will make sure to keep you posted about that too.
If you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe too, because we do all kinds of fun videos about American Samoa, and we would love for you to join us in all of our adventures.
That's right. School is about to start, so we're going to get our kids out hiking at least one more time before they're back in school, and hopefully we're going to be taking our boat, like actually leaving the harbor pretty soon, and we're going to bring you guys along for that too. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it.
Until next time, guys. Bye.
Tofa Soifua.
If you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up.
I mean, it feels good.